Yeah, I just have Phantom Sense in my head. I'm sorry.
Play space.
Oh, okay. I think we're.
Hi, friends. I'm gonna wait for everyone to come in. I'm sure you can tell if you're hearing. I have allergies right now, so that's why I sound a little bit stuffed up. I'm not sick. I don't have coronavirus or anything. I've got allergies. So I apologize in advance for my voice. Oh, okay. So with that said, I would like to ask you guys, number one, to mute your microphone. So just make sure your microphone's off. Go ahead and look. Take a look right now. Your bottom left. Make sure the icon has a flash. Okay. And then the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask y'all to change into optimized avatars. To help reduce the amount of lag that we have. So some people who need to change would be Bearby, you need to change. Flusky, the husky, you need to change. Picho, you need to change. Fright 12, you need to change. Peaches and Cream and Nana and Genghis, you need to change. Suzuya, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. You in the very back with the tiny avatar. JJ, you need to change. Who's this in the very back? Cherry something, you need to change. And I'm gonna try and pronounce your name. DOM1 Noe, you need to change. What else we got here? Okay, now I'm just gonna wait. And if you don't have an avatar that is optimized, you can see anyone here with this gray armband or these little bunny avatars here, and you could copy them. Peaches, you changed avatar, but that's still an unoptimized avatar. You changed into a very poor avatar.
I'm changing.
Let's see. So yeah, if I have some people here with the gray armbands or those optimized bunny avatars, if you want to come to the front so people can copy you. Also, Nain Levine, you appear. You also need to change. I didn't see you until now. So yeah, if we can just get everyone changed into those, that'd be really helpful. For me and also you guys just getting that lag way down here. So as that's going on, I'm gonna wait to say my next thing actually. Okay. Okay, thank you. You can head back now. Thank you. Okay, so I want everyone to raise their hand if you are new. So this is your first, second, or third class. Go ahead and give me a big hand raise. You are not new, Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frozen, you are not new. 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, 7. So I want everyone to turn to their left or turn to their right, find a new person, and sign welcome. This is how we welcome our new friends. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here. I love new students. It's awesome to see you guys. I'm very honored to be your teacher for today. So a little bit of information about Helping Hands. If this is your first or second time, all of our teachers here are volunteers. We are not paid and we're not professional. I do teach in real life, but I teach infants and toddlers, so I'm definitely not trained to be like a professor or anything, unless you guys want to learn your ABCs. So with that out of the way, all I want to ask is that you guys are patient and understanding. I'm human. All of our teachers are human. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna have to cancel classes out of nowhere. You know, stuff happens. We have a life. And all that I ask is that you guys are patient and understanding. And I know it is a little bit frustrating, especially with like Corona going on. And I know you guys have a lot to deal with in your real life. So, I get it. But all I ask is that, give us a little bit of leeway when we do have stuff come up or we make a mistake with scheduling or whatever. So yeah, some basic rules for the class as well. Bottom line is just be respectful. So that means not interrupting if somebody's talking or if I'm talking. Not tearing people down. Don't use words like, oh, you're wrong, or that's a stupid mistake, or like, oh, that was so easy and simple. Like, how come you didn't understand? Like everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. That's part of learning. It's a good thing. No need to shame somebody for that. And also just understand that we're going to keep our mics muted the entire time unless you're asking a question. So if you are not comfortable sending a question yet, you're still learning, you could totally use your voice to ask a question. All that I ask is that you put your hand up first and I call on you. Okay? Sound good? Sound doable? Okay, cool. So with that out of the way, I did a basic lesson last month, but I really want to do those basics again. Especially because we do have a lot of new people today. So are you guys fine with doing a basic lessons for our newbies? This will be a way for you to get a good introduction, and for our experienced people, this will be a great review. Okay. First off the bat, you meet somebody, you gotta say hello or hi. So when we're doing hello as in a formal hello, if you have index, you're gonna do a B hand, which is your thumb inwards. If you don't have index, you're just doing an open hand. Starting at your forehead and going out, it kind of looks like a salute. Like a salute. This is formal, so this is like a very direct, like you'll say this to your boss or whatever. But if there's like a lot of people, so I'm seeing everyone here, like over 30 people, I want to say hello to all of you. You're gonna use both your hands. Hello, 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 hello. This is to lots of people. So many people. I gotta say hello to all of you. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. But if you're just being casual, you just want to say hi, just wave your hand. That's how you say it casually. Nothing wrong with waving your hand. Hello or hi. Yeah. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay. Bye. Same thing. There is an official sign for bye. And you're curving your hand down. But if you're just being casual, it's totally fine to wave your hands. Or you could do two hands. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. But if you do specifically want to say bye, you're differentiating them. You're gonna be opening and closing your hand just like that, okay? So let's do some starting off with a question word. There's a lot of different variations to sign this. I'm gonna start with the most common. So you can either do, hold on, excuse me. So you're gonna do curved hands, and you're gonna start with your palms downwards around your chest area, and then you're gonna turn it so your palms are upwards. I see a lot of new students kind of really exaggerating this, so they're like moving their whole arms. We're not moving our arms. All we're doing is moving our wrists. We're doing a motion like this with our wrists. You don't need to move your elbows even. That's it, okay? A second variation of this would be basically the same movement, but with thumbs up. So I know it's a little hard with index especially to do curved hands. That's a little bit difficult. So if you want to do thumbs up instead, or you can do that with non-index. And then the other variation is also with thumbs up, except you're going to have them both forward, and then you're just going to turn one. How? So it's basically very similar. All of them is that turning motion, except one of them is just one hand instead of two. Okay? So how, or how. Okay? So then if we want to say, how are you? We have to know how to say you, right? Check it out. Easy peasy. All you do is point. You. All pronouns. You, me, I, she, he, him, her, they, everything. You're pointing. It's not rude to point in sign language. Okay? So if we put that together, show me how to sign how. You guys just learned how. How do you sign how? Good. Then how do you sign you? I just showed you you. Good. You put them together, and we're totally ignoring R. There's no such thing as R in sign language. We just say how, you, and that means how are you? How are you? You're not focusing on anything like are or is, am. All of that's discarded. So all we're signing is how, you, and then you're done. How are you? So somebody asks you, how are you? You have to know how to respond, right? You say, good. Good. You're starting with your palm towards yourself on your mouth, going straight down to another extended palm. Good. It's very important that you're going down to this other palm, because if you just go straight out, this is thank you. Thank you. Like you're blowing a kiss. Thank you. Not the same. Thank you is just straight out good onto your other hand. But when we're talking about bad, you're starting that same way with it on your mouth, but then you're turning away down. Think of if you have something on your hand, it smells bad. You smell it and you go, oh, gross. You're pushing it away. You don't want to smell that. You're pushing it away. Bad. Ew. Stinky. Okay. But unlike good, you could put this one on your other hand, or you could actually just put it onto the air. It's totally fine just to do that. Okay? So good, bad. But maybe you're not good. Maybe you're not bad. Maybe you're just fine. Maybe you're just fine. You have an open hand on your chest. You're just fine. You're not good or bad. Okay? So let's test it out, all right? I'm going to ask, how are you? You show me. How are you? How are you guys today? You're fine. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Okay, that's good. I don't see any bads. I don't see any bads. Good. You're fine. Are you good? Good. That's good enough for me. Okay, so another great one to know. Oh, hold on. Let's start with this. Nice. Nice. You take your two open hands and you very slowly and gently rub it across your other hand. Oh, it's such a nice feeling. That's a nice feeling if somebody rubbed their hand on your hand. That's a nice feeling. That's nice. Nice. And then meet. Here's one person. Here's another person. And they meet. Meet. Yep. And then you guys remember how to say you. Okay, so you put it all together. You say nice to meet you. Again, we're not going to be signing to. When we sign meet, it technically means to meet. Okay, so all you sign is nice, meet you. Another version that you could do is instead of saying meet you, you could do it directional. So you have your two hands like this, and then they come together in front of you. And that would mean meeting you, because this is me and this is you, and we're meeting. So I could say, nice to meet you. So either of those work. Okay, so some other question words. Remind me, how do you sign how? I forgot. How do you sign how? There you go. There you go. How. How. Okay, so we have a how. What about what? I'll tell you what, even if you know zero sign language, I'm sure you have done this before. Your mom says something from across the room and you're like, what? 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 That's the sign. Huh? What? What? Just like that. What? Two open hands. Shake, shake, shake. What? There's a second version. You have another open hand and you kind of do it like you're about to shake somebody's hand. And then you do a pointer finger and you swipe it down. What? 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 And you're going to cock your head. What? Because you're asking a question. You're inferring. Huh? What? Okay. So super easy. Either what or what. Then what about where? Who can tell me where? Yep, there you go. You wiggle that finger next to your head area. Where? Where? Make sure you're turning that head or even leaning in. Huh? Where? Where is it? Where is it? Yep. Then when? Imagine a clock. Not the clock on your phone. I mean, like one of those old clocks that old people use. Okay? You have the circle with all the numbers, and then here's the middle of the clock. Here's the hour hand, and it goes all the way around. When you're talking about when something is, you're discussing the time. When is something, so you're imagining the hand of a clock going all the way around one time. When. You could also do it upwards if you'd like. I prefer this way just because it's more comfortable, but it's totally fine if you want to do it this way. Okay? When or when. Next is who. There's like a ton of variations for this. I'll just show the most common one. You're going to have an L hand. Show me your L hand. You're going to take the thumb, put it right under your chin, and then wiggle your pointer finger. The way I remember this is you're looking for somebody. Who is it? Who is it? So you're kind of like pointing through a crowd. Who is it? Who is it? There's a second variation where you just have a pointer finger and you make a circle around your lips. This is very old. You're only really going to see this with elderly deaf people or people in the New York area. Does anyone here live in New York? Give me a raise of hand if somebody here lives in New York. Nobody? Oh, no, okay, no. Well, if you ever meet somebody who lives in New York, for some weird reason, the New York area has a very old dialect. So everyone there who signs stuff from like 30 years ago. So, um, if you ever like meet a deaf person from New York, you might notice that they sign things differently. And that's just because of the dialect there. So if you meet someone from New York, they're probably going to sign who like this. Or if you meet a very elderly person, they might sign who like this. And there's also another variation where instead of a L hand, it's just a pointer. So it's basically the same thing. But I'm telling you, 99% of the time, especially when you're in here, you're just going to see this version. Okay? And Jeremy, did you have a question, hun, or did you just want to say hi?
Hi, Jenny. I have a question.
Sure, what's up?
I live in New York for the Las Vegas for the casino.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay, that's awesome. There you go.
Oh, of course.
Thank you for telling me that. Never know. Okay. Last one, which you have two things. Show me your two thumbs up. This is one thing. This is one thing. You're choosing between them, so you're weighing the difference. Do I want this one? Or do I want this one? Which one do I want? Which one? Up and down. Which one? Okay, and then lastly, why? There's you're gonna take an open hand next to your head and you're gonna go down to a Y hand. If you don't have a Y hand, you could use a thumb. Why? Why? Or why? Why? Why'd you do that? Come on, bro. Why'd you do that? Okay, ready? Let's do a review. How you sign what? What's that sign? What's that sign? Yep. What? What or what? What? What about which? Which? Good. Which? Which? I have two things. Which one do I want? What about who? Who? Nope. There you go. Who? 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 Your owls. Who? Well, when? When is it? When is the event? I don't know. Yes, going around the clock. You go around the clock. Yep. And where? What about where? You're searching. You're searching. Where is it? Yes. Wiggle your finger. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. Where is it? Okay. Another really important one to know when you're starting to learn is understand. You understand you have a fist and it opens to a pointer finger. You understand. Imagine like a light bulb that comes on. Oh, I understand. Here's the light bulb flicking on. I understand. Okay. But if you don't understand, you do the same sign except you're wiggling your head no. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's the only difference. So when you do understand something, you say, yes, I do understand. You're nodding your head yes. Super important to know. Your head is the only difference. It's super important that you pay attention to that. A lot of people, they think that sign language is only focused on hands, but that's not true. It's all about your facial expressions, your body language, and your head movement too. So you have to pay attention to that. You cannot ignore it. Okay? So if you don't understand something, you're nodding your head no. Okay? Do you guys understand? Do you understand? Yeah? Yeah? Oh no, somebody doesn't understand. Oh no. Okay. Let's do yes. Yes. You have a fist. This is your head. And you're nodding your head yes. 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 This is your little head, and your head is going up and down because you understand. And if you say no, if you have index, you want your thumb out. If you don't have index, you do peace sign, and then you close to a fist. No. 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 And would it make sense if I'm signing no, but I'm nodding my head yes? Is that what we want to do? No. No. You're never going to nod your head yes and sign no, or nod your head no and sign yes. You want to have that be matching. So I'm saying yes, and I'm nodding my head. Or I'm saying no, and I'm going the other way. And that's the same thing with emotion signs. So if I'm signing happy, I'm not gonna have a sad face. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Or if I'm scared, I'm not gonna be like super confident looking. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm scared right now. I'm super scared. I'm freaking out, man. Like that's not gonna make any sense. And especially in real life, your expressions are so important. So if you guys are also learning in real life, you always, always, always want your face to match what you're signing because with our voice, we have tone. So if I'm being sarcastic, I can make a sarcastic voice. I could be like, yeah, sure, uh-huh. And you know I'm being sarcastic, right? But with a deaf person, they're not going to be able to hear your tone of voice. So the way that you portray that is with your facial expressions and your body language. So if I'm feeling sad, I'm gonna be slumping my body over. I'm gonna be making a sad face. I'm gonna be sad. I'm feeling sad, so I'm showing that with my body. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm super sad, guys. I'm so sad. Woo! That's not gonna make any sense. That's not gonna make any sense. And I know it sounds silly, and you're like, well, duh, Jenny. But I see a lot of you guys end up signing like this. Hello, my name is Jenny. Learning sign language. Super fun. I really enjoy it, and I've been learning for 1 month, and yeah, I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay, bye. That's it. You're super still. You're like a robot. You're like a robot. It's okay to lean into it. Use your body language. You're like, hey, dude, what's up? I'm learning sign language. It's super fun. Woohoo! I'm enjoying it. You got to use your body. You got to move with it. Like I said, if you're asking a question, you're moving your head. You're leaning in. That's how you're gonna show how you're feeling. Because if you're not, you're just gonna stand there, then you're gonna come off like a robot. You're gonna be super robot-y, and you don't want to be a robot. Okay? All right, so I think that's pretty good for basics for now, so we can go to a little bit more advanced now. I'm gonna get a glass of water though, so give me 1 second. We're gonna take a quick break. You want to stretch? I'm gonna go drink some water. Hold on. Okay. Whew. Okay. Cool. Okay. So is there anything you guys want me to go over, or do you want me to just choose a lesson? Because I'll just choose a lesson if you guys aren't in the mood for learning anything. Hi. Yes, you. Yes. Slang. Oh, I love teaching slang. That's like my favorite. Okay, yes, 100%. Okay, cool. Let's see how much time we have. Okay, I'm not going to do the guessing game because I'm gonna do a little bit of a shorter class today. Okay, so there's tons of slang or what could be considered idioms. So an example of this in English would be, oh my gosh, did you see outside? It's raining cats and dogs, right? So it's not really raining cats and dogs. You're just using this as an example to what's the word? Like a hyperbole. Hyperbole. You're saying like, oh, it's raining really hard. It's really coming down. So you use an idiom to explain that, okay? So think of stuff like that. Some of them do translate into sign language, but there's also sign language specific ones that are not in English. And a really, really awesome, great example of this would be, here's how you're saying train. Train. You have two U hands like this. Train. Here's the tracks of the train. Here's the train. Okay. And then you go train. Pew! The train is gone. The train is gone. That's what it means. And so the direct translation of this is train is gone. But the meaning behind it is, let's say I'm here with my friend and we're talking, da 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 da, da, and then we finish the conversation. And then right as we finish, another person comes in and they go, "Hey guys, what are you talking about?" And we say, "Oh, dude, the train's gone. You missed it. I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to sit here and tell it all over again. The train is gone. You can't get on the train anymore. It's gone." I love this idiom so much. I use it all the time. Come on, man. Train's gone. Sorry. Yeah. Another one that's sort of similar is you have your two C hands. So this is a sign for communicate, and sometimes it's used to describe a conversation. So you're gonna have two C hands are communicating, and then all of a sudden, like that, on the C hand falls. And that means you broke the conversation. You two guys are having a conversation, then another person comes in, they're like, "Hey guys, do you want to hear about my birthday party?" And you're like, "Dude, we weren't talking about that. You totally just ruined the conversation. We were totally in the middle of something. Come on." So it's like somebody interrupts you and you're like, "Oh, dang it, man." Yeah. Another great one would be, it's very simple, but you could call somebody a turtle. So this is a sign for turtle, and it means that they're really shy and they don't want to come out of their shell. They're a turtle. They're a turtle. I don't know. Do people use that in English? I don't know if that's an English phrase too. Yes? Okay, that's an English phrase. I didn't know that. Yeah. You call somebody a turtle. You're like, yeah, they're a turtle. They don't want to come out of their shell. They're turtling. Yeah, they're turtling. There you go. They're turtle. This is just a cute sign in general, but like, here's the little turtle's head. They're coming in and out of their shell. This one is, I'm not sure if it's a West Coast thing. Like, I'm in California. I'm West Coast. But one of my Coda friends taught me it, and it's a little it's kind of vulgar. But you go 2, 5, 8. 2, 5, 8. So if you don't have index, you'd have to do 2, 5, 8 like that. And what it means is you're using the hand shapes of 3 words. The 2 means very, very. You use V hands for very, very. And then the 5 is for freaking, freaking. You're like that, freaking. And then the 8 is interesting. This is how you say interesting. Interesting. So it's a very sarcastic way. You're like, "Yeah, that's really freaking interesting, man. That's super interesting, man. That's great. I'm really interested right now." Like somebody is just talking and talking and talking and talking, and you're like, "Yep, 258. 258, man. I'm super interested in what you got to say." Yep. It's super sarcastic. It's a tiny bit rude. I would only do this with your friends. But I think it's funny. And then one that kind of goes hand in hand with that is you have 2 fists, one of them in front of your mouth, the other one in front of the other, and then you kind of like bounce like this. And this just means like talking and talking and talking and talking, dragging on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and they won't stop. And if you do it kind of lower, this just means like something is dragging on. But when you're doing it specifically on your mouth, that means like they're talking for a really long time. So if you're talking about like if a world is loading and it's taking a really long time, you could do it on your chest. And you're like, "Dude, this loading is going on and on. It will not stop. It's super slow." Yep. Let's see, what's some other good ones? Oh, I like this one a lot. So if you know how to sign appear and disappear. So appear, you have your hand is flat like this. Then you have a person and they appear, a person or a thing. They appear. But if they disappear, they go down. It's the same thing. Disappear. So appear, disappear, okay? But if you're talking about your mind, if you lose your train of thought, you're thinking and then the the thought just left your mind, you sign disappear on your head. Disappear. So you're like, oh, I wanted to tell you something. Ah, dang it. Hold on. I totally just forgot it. It just fell out my head. Like, dang it. I'm sorry. The thought disappeared. I lost the thought. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. I love that one. I use it a lot because I'm kind of dumb and I lose my thoughts all the time. So that's a useful one. Let's see. A lot of them also are just like kind of like how I said how like what like people just use that. Like there's stuff like like you're like hey dude, no more. Like cut it out. Somebody walking, you're talking about somebody, they walk in, hey no more, cut it out. But that's just universal. Like there's universal things, or like hey no more, chill out. So there's universal ones that are just like body language, but Crow taught me one the other day that he uses East Coast, but I totally forgot it. Totally forgot. I'm sure it'll come back to me later. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. But yeah, those are some really great ones. So quick review of what we said. Train gone. Here's your train. And it left the station. You use this when somebody wants to join the conversation, but the conversation's over. You're like, the train is gone, man. Conversation. The conversation has been broken. You broke the conversation, man. You interrupted me. How dare you? Yeah. Your thought disappeared. It was in your head, and it disappeared. Somebody's talking. Oh, on your mouth, somebody's talking way too long. Or something is just taking way too long. It's so boring that you just gotta say 258. You gotta be sarcastic. 258, man. I guess another good one, it's not really an idiom, but it's just like a phrase that people use. There's a few like phrases. One of them would be dang or damn. You have a pointer finger and you just dang it. That sucks. Dang. I use this a lot, and a lot of times students don't know what it means. It literally is just like, dang it, like you stub your toe. You're like, dang it, you lost your phone. Dang it, whatever. And then there's like a really old version of it, and you kind of go like this. It means like it's kind of like catching something, and it means like, oh shucks, oh shucks, oh shoot. That was old. You really only see old people use it, but I think it's funny. Or a really common one, if you have a Y hand like that, the direct translation means that. But you use it as like, oh, I see, like, yeah, like agreeing or like understanding. You're like, oh, that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Oh, you mean that, Jim? Oh, yeah. I've been there. Yeah. It's kind of like what you use like in the middle of sentences or like as somebody's describing something and you're saying that you understand. You're like, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So it means like yeah, or like, oh, I see. Like, oh, yeah. I know what you mean. It's super common. Like you're gonna see that so much. Like if you could remember that, you're going far. Like you got this. If you could remember this, because this is extremely used. So like remember that one. Even if you forget all the other ones, just remember that one. Okay? But yeah, friends, do we have any more questions or anything? I'm just gonna do questions for now because, like I said, I kind of wanted a little bit of a shorter class. And then after that, we'll do pictures. Hi, Undead Sea, do you have a question? Also, why am I not your friend? Okay, hi. Adventure? I haven't seen that one. I would just sign like travel. This is like traveling or traveling. Say traveling. I don't know if you looked it up and saw that. Maybe I would kind of sign that as like sneaking. Like, but yeah, I would just sign like traveling. Yeah. Hi, super. Complicated? So complicated, you're gonna, in real life, you go from a pointer finger to an X hand, but since that's a little bit hard, I just close them completely. And you're gonna have two of them, and then they go in front of each other in front of your face. It's complicated. It's like there's so many factors going on, and it's like all in front of your face. It's like, oh, this is way too complicated for me to understand. This is complicated. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Hello, Jenny. I was wondering, what's the sign for brave?
For brave?
Brave.
So
yes.
brave is the same sign for strong and healthy. You're gonna start with an open hand on your like upper chest area and pull out. You're brave or you're strong. Brave, yeah. Ha! Macho!
All right, thank you.
Of course. Hello. True. True. So true is the same sign for really, real, and sure. Everything. It's true. It's real. It's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Busy, that's a good one. So busy, you're gonna have your arm extended this way. You're gonna have a B hand. So if you don't have index, you could just use open hand. And then you're gonna go back and forth like this. Busy. Make sure you're using your entire like forearm, not just on your hand, because this could look like a movie. You're doing your whole forearm. You're busy. You have a lot going on. Like imagine this is your schedule. You're like, look, it's all full. All of this. It's so busy. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. How my cat is? He's good. He's sleeping right here. Hi, baby. He just turned 10. His birthday was on the 1st. So he's 10 years old now. He is doing okay. He was recently diagnosed with cancer, sadly. But it's okay. So he's still doing good. I mean, it's not like to the point where he's gonna like die tomorrow, but it is a little bit sad, but he's still good. He's still my little goober. And he's 10 years old now. So yeah. I think what's the average age for cats to live? Can't they live to like 20? I think they can live to 20s, or like I think 15 is the average. I'm not 100% sure.
Got 8 more lives.
I thought the average was.
So they'll
True.
outlive you.
True.
I thought I heard the
I
average.
think it
was like
depends.
12. Oh, I heard
Yeah.
15. Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
It depends on the race. It's like for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for asking. He's doing good. You want to say hi? Let's see if he can do a meow. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi? Say hi. I don't know if you can hear that.
That's so adorable.
There
That
you
was
go.
cute.
That was the cutest thing I have ever
It
heard.
was
There
so
you go.
cute.
There's
I'm
my
now
cat.
glad I came.
I can sleep
I was actually able to make it. I don't know if I was able to make it. Wow.
And thank you. And with that, you guys want to go take a photo? Now that my cat celebrity has made an appearance.
I thought that sign meant submarine.
When is that cat gonna walk the
Submarine.
red carpet?
Adventure submarine.
Submarine? What do you mean?
The one that
Which
you-
sign?
Oh, my
For adventure?
Just tanking
I thought that was
occasionally though.
submarine.
Yeah,